Good day, grade 8. We are going to be going through week 2 work, and then I will be discussing week 3 work that is due for this week. Alright, so you had to complete activity 53 and 54 for week 2. Alright, you had to record the transactions of red traders in the cash receipts journal for July 2019. Once you completed your cash receipts journal, you will then close off the cash receipts journal on the 31st of July and post only into the given general ledger accounts. Alright, so you will see that I have taken a screenshot of our transactions, and directly underneath it is my corrections. So VN on the 1st of July, VN read the owner deposited 75,000 as his capital contribution into the current account of the business. Now remember, keyword deposited into the business's account. So basically it was an EFT. So our document number will be bank statement, as you can see over there. Which day did it take place on? It took place on the 1st of July. Remember, your details is where, who gave us the money, who gave the money. All right? And we know that they told us that the owner, VN Red, deposited the money, and therefore I will place VN Red in our detail column. Analysis of receipts. We will jot down all transactions that we physically write out the receipt for. Alright, but because this was a EFT, it was deposited, it will go to the bank account directly. Our bank account will be affected immediately. Alright, so I'll write down 75,000 Rand. And remember, grade 8s, if it doesn't have a column as cost of sales has a column, it will go directly to your sundry account. Okay? And obviously capital doesn't have its own column, and that is why I've taken it to my sundry account. In the amount column, I put the 75,000 Rand, and in the details, I am telling the bookkeeper or the financial readers that it was capital. Moving along to your next transaction, we had cash sales of stock worth 1,860, and the cost price is worth 930. So the 1,860 is what we sold our stock for. The cost price in brackets is what we bought the stock for. All right, what the business purchased that stock for. Very important, especially when you have to update your trading stock account, we will use the cost price amount. Alright, so you will know from our cash receipts journals from last term, if we render a service, we will have a document number known as cash register roll. But in this case, we're no longer dealing with service businesses, we are dealing with trading businesses. All right? Trading businesses actually sells goods. They sell products that we can feel. It's tangible. We can smell it. If it has a smell, we can touch it. It's a tangible product. So example of trading businesses, it's Spar, Pick n Pay, Macro. They all sell products. All right. So they told us that they had a cash sale of stock worth 1,860. My document number for cash sales will be CRR. What does CRR stand for? It stands for cash receipts, cash register roll. When did it take place? It took place on day 7, as you can see, day 7. Your details, where did we get the money from? We got it from sales. Okay, whenever you make a sale, your details will be sale. What How much was it for? It was for 1,860. Please note that the bank column is empty. Why? Because that sale was not the only transaction that took place on the 7th. We had another transaction. And remember, the bank only wants the total amount that was received on that day. We don't want a repetition. All right. So now I move on. What was the cost of sales of that sale that took place? It was 930 Rand. All right. We're not taking the sale amount. I'm taking the cost of sale amount which was given. All right. Now grade 8s, you are done with the transaction and we're moving on to the next. A check is received from who? J Blue for the rental of the building 2100. Receipt 001 is issued to him. What is my document number? They gave it to us. Receipt 001, which I place in the document column. Do you see that I've left this column empty? Why? Because it happened on the 7th. So I don't need to repeat myself. I've already put the 7 in place. Who gave the money to us? J Blue. All right. How much was it worth? 2,100 in analysis of receipts. Now grade 8s. That was the last transaction that took place on day 7. So what am I going to do? I'm adding 1,860 plus 2,100 to get a total amount worth 3,960. Please remember, if there's more than one transaction, bank will want the total amount received on that day. All right, are we done with this transaction? No, we are not. Where did we get the 2,100 and why did we get it? We got it because J Blue rents our building out. Does rent income have a column? No, it does not. So I take it to the sundry account. I place my 2,100 Rand in and I put the details down. What was it for? It was for rent income. Moving along, on the 12th, cash sales according to the cash register roll totaled 6,320 and the cost price was 3,160. Okay, remember, whenever you make a cash sale, your document number will be CRR. Which day did it take place, grade 8? On the 12th of July. Your details when you make a cash sale will always be sales, as you can see over there. I'll write down the receipt for analysis of receipts, 6,320. I'll take it directly to my bank account, 6,320, and in the cost of sale column I'll write what it actually costed the business, 3,160. We will then move on to the next transaction. Remember, the owner increased his capital too. So there's a little bit of a trick there. The owner increased his capital to 125,000, not by 125,000 grade 8s. So what do? In the beginning of the month, he transferred 75,000 Rand and now he is increasing his capital to 125 Rand. So you need to find the difference. How much did the owner have to put in to increase his capital to 125? So I'll say 125,000 subtract 75,000. He increased his capital by 50,000 Rand in order to get it to the value of 125,000. I hope that makes sense to you, grade 8s. So again, bank statement, because he deposited the money into the account. When did it take place? On the 15th. Who gave us the money? V and Red, the owner. it was a deposit, so we do not have to put it down in analysis of receipts. It goes directly into the bank account and we write down 50,000. We know that it was for capital. Do I have a column for capital? No, I do not. So I take it over to my sundry account. The sundry account amount will be 50,000 and your details will be capital. Moving along, we received interest on the current account according to the bank statement from Absa, and the amount is 62 Rand. Okay, who is giving us the money? Absa is. And how do we receive interest on our current account? We will only see this on the bank statement, and therefore your document number will be bank statement. When did it take place? On the 21st. Who paid us? Absa paid us. And again, it was the bank account was directly affected. There was no need to fill out any documents, and it will affect the bank immediately. 62 Rand. No column for interest income, so I take it to the sundry account. I write 62 Rand and I write what it was for, interest income. Note, credit card sales for the day amounted to 12,900 and the cost price is 6,450. Now, ladies and gentlemen, in bold, big and bold, it says hint. Credit card sales are recorded by the business as cash sales and not credit sales, as the business receives the money immediately into their bank account and the client then owes the money. All right, so remember, we have 3 people. So let me explain this again. We have the business. Our business's name is, okay, they didn't give us, but it's Vian Red, the owner, his business, okay? And then we have the customer, and then we have the bank, Absa. So when there's a credit card, a credit sale transaction, the customer will come to VN Red Business and he will purchase it via with his credit card. Immediately Absa Bank will transfer that money into our account, so we will record it as a cash sale because payment was made immediately by the bank. The customer is then indebted to Absa because he has to pay Absa. Alright? Absa granted him a credit card. He can spend that money wherever he wants to because he has a good credit scoring. What is a good credit scoring? He manages credit well and the bank is happy to lend him money whenever, wherever. Alright, as long as the customer pays the bank the money back, obviously with interest. Alright, so I hope that makes sense to you guys, and that's why credit card sales for the day amounted to 12,900. My document number CRR, the 31st, my details will be sales. How much was the sales for the day? It was 12,900. 12,900, and in the cost of sales I will put my amount of 6,450. That was the last transaction, grade 8. So what do? We will then tally up our columns. 75,000 plus 3,960 plus 3,200 plus 50,000 plus 62,000 plus 12,900 will equal 148,242. I'll move on to the next column. 980 plus 3,160 plus 6,450 plus 10,540. Sorry, it will equal 10,540. Then I'm going to tally up the sundry. 75,000 plus 2,100 plus 50,000 plus 62,000. That will equal 127,162 Rand. You are now done with your cash receipts journal, and now you need to go and record the transactions that just happened in your general ledger. So remember, trading stock is an asset account. Every time the business purchases stock, it will increase on your debit side. Every time the business sells stock, we will decrease it on the credit side. So now remember, trading stock is interested in which column? I'll let you know right now. It's interested in the cost of sales column. And remember, we already added the total up worth 10,540. So we sold stock worth 10,540. It has left the business. Your details will be cost of sales, because you have taken it from the cost of sales column. And remember, if it's taken from a column, you will put the last date of the month, which is the 31st of July. At this point, grade 8s, you are now going to see which side is the biggest side. Is it my debit side that's the biggest, or is it the credit side that is the biggest? You guessed it. The debit side is the biggest, so I'm writing down 75,000 Rand, no cents, and I'm taking it over to the credit side, 75,000 Rand, no cents. I will then subtract the smaller amount to get a difference known as the balance carry down. Alright, so 75,000 subtract 10,540, we should have 64,460 rands worth of trading stock still in the business. You will carry down this figure to the opposite side because it's still showing that we have a positive. So on the 1st of August, we will have an opening balance that was brought down from the previous month worth 64,460. Alright, so we started off July with 75,000 rands worth stock in the business. We then made sales throughout the month, and that sales was worth 10,540 to the business, and then we just updated our stock account. Alright. Sales is an owner's equity account. It increases on the credit side and decreases on your debit side. Remember, grade 8s, sales is an income to the business. Money coming in will always increase on your credit side. We are dealing with the 31st of July. We made a sale. Your details will be bank because it affected the bank account. Which journal did we take it from? CRJ. And now, grade 8s, you're going to go and count all your sale amounts, which was 1,860. And you're going to add the 6,320. And you're going to add the 12,900 Rand. Okay, how much was your sales for the month? It was 21,080. That is all. Cost of sales is also an owner's equity account. It's an expense to the business. It's what we used in order to purchase our trading stock. And remember, we worked out the cost of sales over here. It was worth 10,540. You are going to write trading stock, the 31st of July. Which journal did we take it from? The CRJ, and it was worth 10,540. Alright, grade 8s, any questions with regards to activity 53? Please let me know via email. I am now going to be moving on to activity 54. We needed to analyze the following transactions and indicate how they affect the assets and owner's equity. Use a plus to indicate an increase and a negative, minus to indicate a decrease. Alright, so they said to us that number 1, stock is purchased from Mickey Wholesalers for 15,600 and paid by check. Now, ladies and gentlemen, golden rule when you are working with the accounting equation. What is happening to bank? Remembering that bank is an asset account, it increases on the debit side and it decreases on your credit side. What is happening to your bank? Is it increasing? If yes, where are we getting the money from? If the bank account is decreasing, where is the money going to? All right, so those are the 3 questions that you ask yourself. What is happening to bank? Is it increasing? Yes. Where are we getting the money from? Is it decreasing? Where is this money going to? All right, so looking at this first transaction, stock is purchased from Mickey Wholesalers worth 15,600 and paid for by check. What is happening to bank? Your bank account is decreasing. Now you're asking yourself, where is the money going to? We bought stock, trading stock. Both accounts are asset accounts, except trading stock will be increasing because you remember you bring in the stock to your business. It's increasing your trading stock. Bank is decreasing. That is why we are crediting it. It's an asset and assets decrease on your credit side. So in your asset column, you'll see I have a plus at the debit side and a negative in the credit side. Moving along to number 2, cash sales according to the cash register roll 8,500. The cost of sales is 4,250. So you will have 4 entries. Firstly, what is happening to bank? Bank is increasing because why? Where's the money coming from? We made a sale. Alright, so bank is debited. It's an asset. Bank is increasing. Where's the money coming from? Sales. And obviously sales increases owner's equity on your credit side. So you're going to have plus on the debit side and plus on your credit side of owner's equity. Now you need to update your stock account. Remember, you have sold stock. Stock is leaving the business. How much was that cost worth to the business? How much was the stock worth to the business? It was worth 4,220. So trading stock is an asset and it decreases on the credit side. That is why it is my account credit, and it's decreasing my assets worth 4,250. Cost of sales is an expense and it's decreasing by 4,250. Alright, any questions with the accounting equation grade 8s, please feel free to contact me via my email. Moving along now to week 3's work, you have got to complete activity 55 for week 3, and it is still a trading business. This time around, you just have to complete your cash receipts journal, cash payments journal, and post only to the given general ledger account. So grade 8s, go through the transactions, see where you're receiving money, see where you are paying money out. Alright, and post to the relevant accounts. So on the first, the owner Tom Bobo began the business Bobo Trader with a capital contribution of 100,000. Receipt 001 is issued to him. Okay, money is coming in, so that goes to your CRJ. We purchased equipment from Hertz for 35,900 and paid by check 001. That goes to your CPJ. Look for your keywords. What is my keywords? Purchased, which means I paid, and check, source document for a cash payment. Next one, paid by checks for trading goods purchased from Check and Bros 45,600. Again, CPJ, what was my keyword? Paid by checks. Paid Waltons 4,960 by check for stationery. CPJ. Issued a check To Hoover Limited for the rental of the premises, CPJ, rent, that was for rent. We withdrew 500 by check for cash float, okay, CPJ. Paid the weekly wages by check, CPJ. Issued a check to Caxton Ltd or Limited for the following, that will go to your CPJ. Cash sales of trading goods, CRJ. We made a sale, money's coming in. Sale again, cash register roll, document number, that goes to your CRJ. The owner increased his capital contribution to 150 with a personal check, CRJ. Pay the weekly wages by check, CPJ. Purchase goods from AB wholesalers via EFT, it goes to your CPJ. The owner Tom Bobo withdrew 8,000 by check for personal use, CPJ. Pay the municipality by check, CPJ. Issue the following checks, all of that will go to your CPJ. Pay the wages by check, CPJ. Cash sales of trading goods, CRJ. Cash to check for wages, CPJ. Pay the following salaries by internet transfers, CPJ. Alright, grade 8s, jot down your journals and post to the general ledger. Remember, we have dead click, we debit, we have a debit and a credit side. Under the debit side, you will debit your expenses, your assets, your drawings. We will credit capital, liabilities, dead click, liabilities, incomes, and capital. Thank you, grade 8s.